Hey everybody, it's Benita. I hope you guys have had a good day, and I hope that someone was kind to you, and I do hope that you were kind to someone along your journey today. So I just want to make a quick video, give you guys an update on my journey, let you know what's happening now. For those of you that this is your first time seeing one of my videos, my name is Benita Bradley. I am the executive producer and host of Live Talk with Benita Bradley. I'm also a brain tumor survivor for the past 12 years. I've been living with two types of brain tumors. The first type is stable after several brain surgeries. The second type is stable also after several surgeries for that type. Like I said, it's been 12 years from the day of my first stroke and being first diagnosed with brain tumors. 12 years is a long time. I don't care how you slice it, how you dice it, it's a long time. Particularly, it's a long time to deal with something that even medical doctors they don't know. They know what to do and how to treat me. They just don't know basically how I'm still here. I know it's the grace of God. When I had first stroke, I walked into the hospital and I was like, I think I'm having a stroke. And by the time they got me in the back, probably a day or two later, when I was coherent, the nurse asked me, how did I walk in there with my blood pressure so high? And how she said she knew I was having a stroke. She said she told me to raise both of my hands. She said I only lifted my right hand, but in my mind I lifted both. So when she told me to lift my hands, next thing I know, she runs in the back, come back with a wheelchair. A doctor's with her. They put me in a wheelchair, rushed me to the back, and I'm like, what was all that about? I did what you asked me to do, Me not knowing that my left hand didn't go up at all. So it was then, that was in 2012. Okay, in 2012, and then next set of strokes was in 2015. I was in the gym working out, and just like before, I didn't feel any symptoms, didn't feel anything. So by that time, although I was on treatment for the brain tumor, the tumor didn't respond to the treatment medicine, so it actually doubled in size. So after that, I came back to Atlanta, and I saw neurosurgeon. The same day I saw him was the first time I saw him was the day we discovered the second type of brain tumor. So that is the one now that's kind of trying to show a little bit of activity. And when I say activity, so this one is called pseudotumor cerebri. That is a non-tumor presenting as a tumor. Okay, so on my scans it'll show up as a tumor, but there's no mass there. There's fluid there and not a mass. And so when that happens, it's a lot of pressure behind my eyes. It increases the migraines I have, and it blurs my vision tremendously. Now last time we didn't know what was going on. it completely took my peripheral vision on both sides, and then it started taking my frontal vision, so I was blind for 2.5 years or so, maybe. I couldn't drive, of course. So it's like each year I've been through a different surgery, and I know a lot of times people say I'm strong, but I think I am strong, but sometimes I don't feel like being strong, you know. So tomorrow I have to check in to the hospital for 12:15 tomorrow. And once I get checked in, like I said, they start the IV and all that. They'll commence with the MRI first, and we'll see what that shows. And then after that, we go to the next step. Not in the same day, though. I couldn't do all that in the same day. I don't know why, but I always get emotional when it's time to do the MRI. I get so emotional. Not afraid, but just really emotional about it. Maybe because I've walked this walk for 12 years as a single woman, you know, not having a strong man that I can depend on, a strong man that can see all of this and carry it or cover it, you know, cover me or carry me. So with that being said, all of these 12 years have been on my shoulders. My shoulders are delicate, you know, they're not for all of this, you know. So so those of you that do pray, you know, say a prayer. I always tell people, pray a good prayer for me. Mention me when you praying good stuff. Don't mention me when you griping at God about stuff. Pray for me in your good prayers, you know. Don't pray for me when you're praying for your enemies. Don't put me in that category. So so maybe tomorrow, depending on how I feel when I come from the hospital, I may do another tape or something. Okay? I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know that tomorrow we'll be checking on the second type of brain tumor because it's starting to show a little bit of activity. Okay? And like I said, 12 years is a long time, y'all. You know, it's a very long time. But I'm sure that if God had any plans on abandoning me, he would have done it by now. And surely he would not have allowed me to make it this far. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to tell you guys that and make sure that I tell you I love you, you know, and that I hope you're kind to one another. Okay?